I'm playing against Mr. Leclue 2400. Oof, too strong. d4, knight f6, c4, e6. And I have to make sure not to lose another game today. So I'll be all quiet and focused and nerdy. Queen c2. I'll play my secret weapon b6. I did a video series about the Queen c2, b6 stuff. Well, the Queen c2 from the white side. But there's some mistakes which I have to confess here in the b6 chapter, so I should redo it. After e4, c5, I'm recommending some strange line with a3. Well, I'll get into it later, but I think I made some mistakes there, so I should redo that chapter. dc5 is played by Leclue when I think I'm willing to give up a pawn and keep developing. He goes bishop d3. It feels like the ambitious way to play would be to sacrifice a pawn with knight a6 or knight c6. I don't have to do that. I could just go bishop takes c5, which also looks pretty decent. Can I go knight a6? I'm so scared. Knight f3, knight takes c5, knight c6. Ugh. Complicated. I don't like complicated. I'll play bishop takes c5, which, I'll be honest with you, feels a bit like chickening out. I think knight c6 or knight a6 were the moves to play. This is alright too, since now I'm threatening knight b4. Or, well, threatening in my world, at least, since it does win the two bishops, but I'm not quite sure I've done the most principled thing here at all. Knight b4, queen e2. I'll take on d3, queen takes, and this might be the time to play a weird-looking move. It's really weird-looking. I want to play queen b8, but once again, I'm not sure I can pull the trigger because it looks so weird. I could just castle. Then I was concerned about e5. Now I'll play queen b8, which really looks weird. I'm steaming. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm slow. I'm talking nonsense. I'm playing bad moves. That's what you get for being so tilt-irresistant. I lose one game in a Banter Blitz session and I can't hold one thought for more than 1 second anymore. So what's going on here? e5, knight g4, and all kinds of dangerous options. Rook d1, knight e4, knight b5. See, I'm extremely scared. But it all seems to kind of work for me, in fairness. e5, knight g4, rook d1, I can always castle. Plays g3, which is fair enough, but it's honestly what I was a bit trying to provoke, because it weakens this long diagonal, which could come in handy later on. And bishop f4, well, it does come with tempo. It doesn't really destroy my position. And now it's harder for white to get an e5 because this diagonal will always be weakened. Still, having said all that, I still need to make sensible moves. I'll go bishop c6, planning to put the queen on b7, and of course missing knight to e5, which threatens not so much to win the game, but it kind of threatens to equalize by taking on c6, which looks like I can no longer parry. I'll go rook d8, offering to go for what is approximately an equal ending if white swaps down everything here. I still have some hopes, but yeah, queen f3 is a better move. Then queen takes d8, and I'm not better. I don't like not being better. I prefer being better. Now he wants to go e5 and knight to e4, which I should probably not allow. And I will play bishop d4, intending to meet e5 with bishop takes c3. Once again, he does not fulfill my wishes and goes h6. Bishop g5, I'm sorry. It's the idea to play rook takes d4 after h6. Well, I have h takes g5, so it's not all that scary. I'll probably actually accept the gift. If he goes rook d4, I think I'll go rook d4 and accept the exchange sacrifice. Let's see what's going on. Bishop f6, I got bishop f6, that's not that worrying. Returns to f4, so he's kind of admitting this was not the greatest idea ever. Problem is I want to go e5, but then there's bishop takes h6. Or is there? I don't have time to calculate everything, but I feel like stirring up complications. I'll go for this and hope it kind of works. My idea is bishop h6, queen h3, then knight g4, and find a cheap trick somewhere. I think that sums it up about right. Here we go. Now the only challenging part is gonna be to find the cheap trick. Maybe there is no cheap trick after bishop d2. I was kind of hoping there was one. Knight g4, queen g2, then something, knight f2, or I don't know. Maybe there's nothing. Sad. None of my tricks seem to hit home today. But what are you gonna do? Gotta continue the game, queen h5. I'm still having ideas of knight takes f2, which I will... Can I do this? What else are you gonna do? I was intending rook f2, bishop c3, and then I saw g4, which worried me because it looks like I might be losing material. Really not playing well. Now, gotta take this and stick around. It's still not so clear actually, even though I'm material down. I have rook d3, intending to play rook d8 next and become quite active. So my position, I think, is better than I deserve. Still, I can't say all of this is proof of my deep calculating skills. What are you gonna do? I'll have my usual excuse that I'm quite deeply into this banter blitz session and I get tired and blah blah blah. But it's all excuses. Whom are we kidding? Queen h4 check, king e2 is what I'd expect. No, this is friendly. I get a break. He gives me his queen and now I'm winning after king g1, rook g3. In fairness, I think I had a good position already after queen h4 check and maybe in general. So I keep my good score against Leclerc. Thanks for the game.
Until recently, chess was like this. Chess24 brought you this. Live interactive broadcasts from top tournaments with computer analysis and video commentary by the likes of Jan Gustafsson, Lawrence Trent and Peter Svidler. A play zone where you can take on opponents from all around the world 24/7. Interactive beginners courses ensuring you pick up the basics fast while having fun. A tactics trainer to sharpen your chess by solving puzzles adapted to your level. Hundreds of interactive videos letting you watch and learn from star players such as Vishy Anand, Peter Svidler, Paco Vallejo and Hu Yifan. You've given up on that outdated computer? That's why there are more reasons to use Chess24 on mobiles and tablets. Full playzone access, including pre-move. A tactics trainer so you can stay sharp wherever you are. Computer opponents you can challenge even when you're not online. Live broadcasts of top chess events. And the half? It's free. Well, that's half true. Most features are free, but limited for registered members. For a mere €99 per year, however, you can step up to premium membership and gain unlimited access to our video library. That and much more. See you at chess24.com.